From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway in Southern California. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 8. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle. And a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. A handoff to Barkley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw. Smallwood. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Smallwood. Open man is Denzel Mims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Smallwood. He'll get this off to Swift. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught by Tate. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you know, I want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Michael Gallup with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Smallwood. He gets it to Cooks. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for Detroit. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slam.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Williams. And some room to roam now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 19-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Touchdown, Chargers. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Room here to run. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 34. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, Smallwood. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Looking to throw. Smallwood. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. They had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
He'll air this one out for Mims. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on first down now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Back to throw here, Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On first down, it's Herbert. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They turn to Love on the handoff. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within a point. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Smith catches left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Smallwood. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. He's to the 10 and all the way down to the 5. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, Herbert. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for them.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Off play action. Smallwood. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Throwing, Herbert. And that's caught by Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. This from long, very long range.
And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Chargers, they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Detroit,
the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.